movie was a lot. My friend and I were both cringing a lot, holding ourselves, freaking out quite a bit during the body horror scenes. I think Dave Franco was the standout performance of the movie. Now, the creepiest thing was not the body horror. It was the moment with the mom with the blue eyes and the blue hue all over her face. And then when Dave Franco, sees her and everything, this is the nightmare, sees her and is pulling the sheet up to hide himself, and she's coming from it. Oh, guys! No. I'm literally just talking about it, just thinking about it. I am getting goosebumps, dude. I did not like that part at all. I really wish they didn't do that. Like, they kind of cut back to it and explain the situation. Like, yeah, that part was creepy too, but that was the creepiest part. Oh, no. How dare you? I do not like you. How dare you? No. I watched it yesterday. I was thinking about it throughout the night. Don't do that. That was so not cool. So I did think there were some good elements in this. I did think the camera shots were well done. I did appreciate that we really got some color in the movie. I definitely thought they did good with the color grading in the movie. And like I said, I did think Dave Franco was really strong in this movie. I think things connected together. It wasn't some nonsensical movie. The plot elements, a twist really came together. It made plenty of sense. So that was decent, but I do not think it was the movie for me. I was curious about this movie. Like, the whole reason I had found this movie and decided to see the movie is when I was looking on the AMC app looking to see what was coming next. I saw this movie poster with these two people's eyes and they were coming together, and it's like, that's kind of curious. What exactly is all that about? So I watched the trailer. Alison, Brie, I have seen her in Community. Dave Franco, I have seen him in a few things. 21 Jump Street, Nerve, some other comedies, I guess. Wasn't he in Now You See Me? Like, I've definitely seen him in stuff. And I've definitely been able to appreciate his comedic chops. Yes, there are some elements in the movie that can be amusing. And like I said, I did think he did the best performance in the movie. But it was a lot. Even watching the trailer, I really liked that song, Happy Together. I thought that was pretty good. I still was not prepared. Now, is it creepier than I expected it was going to be? No. But it still very much met expectations of, ooh, it's going to be a lot. And it certainly was. Now here's the thing. As I shared on my movie channel in December, on Halloween Day, I watched The Substance. That is some real deal body horror. Never seen a body horror movie before. Whoa, that was crazy, okay? That was a movie I was really traumatized by, that I couldn't eat food right after seeing it. It was just all sorts. Oh my gosh. Whoa, dude. So, because I had seen such an extreme movie like that, watching together, even though throughout my experience watching the movie, I was pretty freaked out. After it was over, it's like, oh, okay, no problem. Yes, I still think about that horrible scene with the mom and everything. I did not like that scene at all, but for the most part, I'm pretty okay with what happened. I did not like what happened. It was a bit much for what happened, but because of the severity of the substance, this was like child's play. It was like, okay, no probs. Now, I would rate it low, not because of the movie itself. I just didn't think it was for me, and I have seen mixed reviews. I did think it had some solid elements. I think you need to be someone who likes this stuff, who watches this stuff on the regular to get it going, because it was just, wow. I don't know. I wasn't enthralled by this movie. I was not angry at this movie. I was not hateful of this movie. If I have some stuff to say, if I'm going to give a 1-star review or a half-star review, I hate the movie, okay? I did not hate this movie. I just don't think it was for me. And it was. It was more of a taking a risk anyway to watch this. Like, it's not something that I'm like, oh my gosh, dude. Like, so excited to see this. Like, there were so many times where I was debating, do I even want to see it? Is it going to be too much for me? Like, in some ways, it was okay. But it just wasn't for me. Definitely the freakiest movie I've seen at the theater. Like, I've definitely seen some freaky stuff at home. But I haven't really seen something I was like, ooh, but like, this much? Like, this is my first experience at the theater. Because I'm usually pretty good about making sure I don't go to something creepy. Like, I go to something that's maybe slasher. That's okay with me. Or stuff like Final Destination. Tame stuff. I can handle tame stuff. This was a little much. Like, it was still interesting, but it was definitely more up there in intensity of what I've dealt with at the theater. It was a good chunk. Definitely. Now, the pacing of the movie was pretty good. It definitely was solidly paced. It was definitely going fairly fast, but not, like, crazy fast. But, like, it kept you going. It kept things going. And then when I got to the end, I was like, oh, the movie's over? Like, it was actually kind of a surprise. But it was nice that it was getting close to ending, because it's like, oh, this is a lot. Definitely a lot on the body, on the mind, on the emotions. It's like, well, what's going on? So, like I'm really trying to say, I am very glad it did not drag on. Now, my friend actually was pretty good about seeing things that were being showcased throughout the movie, very close to when Alison Brie goes to see the neighbor again and is looking for the keys. Then there's the picture again of the guy and his guy, and it's like, she's like, wait a second, that must mean that they've combined, that they're one of them. And I was like, oh my gosh, dude, that seems so real, that seems so fair. Like, that was a really good thing that my friend caught on, and that's exactly what happened. It turned out they had this little ritual thing when they were getting married, and so then they cut their arms, combined together, drank that cave water. I was like, whoa, this is crazy, dude. Definitely the bell, we were both kind of like, oh my gosh, it's there. Oh, look at this. Wow. You know, definitely with the bell. It was definitely an interesting twist with the teacher being one of them. Definitely the cave being the church, like the church was the cave, all that sort of thing was definitely interesting. Now, one thing that I felt was refreshing, and I'm speaking from personal experience. I am not a horror movie guru, so if this is something that has happened in movies before, that it has its own trend too, enlighten me, okay? This is from what I have seen. A lot of the times in these horror movies, the bad thing that is happening, the woman, if we're gonna have a man and a woman, right? The woman is the one that's like, hey, this bad stuff is happening, we need to do this, and the guy never believes her. So what was interesting and refreshing about this one is actually Dave Franco was the one figuring things out and was saying, hey, we need to do this, we need to do that, like, this is not, I'm not doing this on purpose, like, this is literally happening to me, this is what's going on. And Alison Brie's just like, yeah, okay. So that was definitely interesting to have something kind of different come around. So just wanted to share my Letterboxd review, because I just feel like it's pretty succinct in what I have to say, and then obviously what I've said of kind of more expanding on that. So not really the movie for me. Body horror, I think, is the most unwatchable of the subtypes of horror. The camera shots were well done, decent color grading, a solid performance from Dave Franco. The creepiness factor was very solid, a little too well sometimes. I'm rating this low not because of its quality as a movie, strictly as a personal enjoyment level for me. I think someone who enjoys or at least tolerates body horror would be more reputable to rate the movie itself. So I am speaking on this kind of as someone who watched it, right? Someone who, this is not really their genre, who kind of checked it out, took a little risk. So I cannot speak on recommending this or not recommending this movie. I think you gotta take it in as who you are as a person, your taste, your personal taste in movies. Like, it was a wild one. I don't think it's some genius concept or story or whatever, but like, it's not something that's like, oh my gosh, what a waste. Like, I wouldn't say that. Like, it's very odd, it's very strange, it definitely has some very wild, wacky moments. It definitely has some creepy elements. You definitely could have a little bit of, whoa, tense throughout the theater experience. From what I have seen, okay, from what I have seen from other people, if someone's seen plenty of body horror, maybe they'll think it's a little tame. But then I've seen other people talk very positively on it. So it's very much what I said about like mixed reviews. It definitely has, it's definitely, you could like it, you could not like it, or you could feel kind of neutral about it. So that's all I got for you guys today. Very soon I'm going to be reviewing Fantastic Four First Steps, Superman, and I will be talking about Wednesday Season 2 Part 1. I will be reviewing that because today's the day that it did come out, and I'm looking forward to watching the next few episodes. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up, comment below. And if you liked this video and would like to see more movie content, be sure to hit that subscribe button. See you guys next time!